प्रार्थना and start the session. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Om Mannada Sri Jagannatha Madguru Sri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Om Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tat Padam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. The only Guru of three religions, Traitatiram originator, sensational writer, Hindu virtue donor, the emperor of spiritual kingdom, Sri 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 Acharya Prabodhananda Yogeshwarlu. We are learning Traitatiram Bhagavad Gita interpreted by Sri 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 Acharya Prabodhananda Yogeshwarlu. We are in Moksha Sannyasa Yogam chapter, which is the last chapter of the Bhagavad Gita scripture. We learned last week up to 6 slokams. Today we need to learn from 7th slokam onwards. So, however, 7th and 8th both slokams are marked as fabricated, since they are deviating the actual notion of Lord Krishna. So, the interpreters, the people who inserted the fabricated slokams here, we need to know uh, what kind of information these two slokams are giving, how they are deviating the purpose of Bhagavad Gita over here. So from 7th and 8th slokams, so the meaning of both the slokams, what they are telling is, prescribed actions should never be renounced. If by ignorance one gives up the prescribed actions, such renunciation is said to be the tamasa renunciation. Giving up the prescribed actions as it is troublesome or it gives pain to the body is said rajasic renunciation. So here from 7th and 8th slogans, they are trying to tell us about the tamasa renunciation and rajasa renunciation, both kind of renunciation. So one thing they are telling is, by ignorance if you renunciate, it is called tamasa renunciation. If you renunciate the task thinking that it is going to give you trouble and pain to body, that is called rajasic renunciation. So let's go in depth what they trying to tell and how it is against the Bhagavad Gita. So we came to know that from the previous chapters that so there are prescribed actions by the karma. Karma will have all the prescribed actions. That prescribed actions must be executed from the body. If somebody does not wants to do that, so his determination does not stay there. So the karma is going to make him to work by force. That's what told by the Bhagavan in the Bhagavad Gita. So nobody cannot escape from the decision of the karma. So if somebody likes or somebody does not like it, so their likings never going to stay over there, or dislikes never going to stay over there. So as prescribed by the karma, the actions must be executed. So here what they said, so whatever we came to know that, right, karma will definitely make it sure to execute the actions. Here they said that live without doing actions as tamasa renunciation or rajasa renunciation. Like this, if he has done according to his likings and leaves it when he dislikes, what is the impact of karma? So if they like it, action happens. If they don't like it, action does not happen. Then what is the purpose of the karma? Why God said about the karma? So then karma role will not be there anything. If the people want whichever the way, they can do that, right? So entire Bhagavad Gita is telling that. So you are just the cause. Okay, you can't do anything. Everything is executed because of the karma itself. So here they wrote these slokams against Bhagavad Gita. No one exceeds the decision of karma. That is true. Despite you insist not to wage war, what about manner that was said by Bhagavan, and in accordance with that manner, destiny, karma, forcefully instigate you and make you wage war. Okay? It will forcibly instigate you when karma is there to happen the task, definitely it will be executed. So it knows that these two verses are against the principles of karma which was said by Bhagavan. These 7th and 8th slokams are against the principles of karma. So besides, in the 9th slokam what Bhagavan said, in accordance with the prescribed karma, if actions are practiced without any ego in that, without expecting any results, that is considered sattvic renunciation. But in 7th and 8th slokams, what is meant by saying renunciation which is not practiced? So in the ninth slokam, what is meant by saying renunciation which is practiced? Here two things are against each other. 7th and 8th slokams meaning is against the ninth slokam what it is telling. Ninth slokam says, without any ego, if you do the actions, there is no attachment of karma. That is called sattvic renunciation. But 7th and 8th, so they are telling that, so renunciation of uh, actions itself. So Bhagavad Gita says that you cannot um, you will definitely undergo the actions prescribed by karma itself. So here, so what the people who knew Sanskrit language, they composed these slokams and inserted in between. Okay, they propagated against the Bhagavan's way of thinking. What Bhagavan thought, these two slokams are completely different. So these are man-made, fabricated slokams. So it is surprising that those who read Bhagavad Gita do not observe the differences. So the people who read Bhagavad Gita also not read any differences. Those who created misimpressions against Bhagavan's way of thinking, they will definitely get dangerous sin. So 6th and 7th slokams are fabricated. 3rd to 6th slokams are 7th and 8th slokams are fabricated. 6th, 3rd to 6th slokams are fabricated. So after the second slokam, Bhagavad Gita begins from the 9th slokam. Let us see 9th slokam, what it is, what Bhagavan is saying over here. कार्यमित्येव यत्कर्म नियतं क्रियते अर्जुनः संगं त्यक्त्वा फलं च एव सत्यागसात्विको मतः. This slokam is talking about satvika renunciation. Karma prescribes the actions to happen. When actions are in execution, so when there is no attachment with ego and no attention towards the results of the actions, is said to be sattvika renunciation. This is perfectly This is perfect Shlokam taught by Bhagavan itself. So, whatever the works we are doing every day, they are predestined. So, when we take the birth, that time itself, some portion of the karma is taken out from accumulated karma as prescribed karma or prarabdha karma. So, according to the prarabdha karma, our entire life will be going on. So, everybody must act according to that only. So, how many hairs should stay on your head also will be listed in the prarabdha karma itself. Everything is decided by karma and the actions happen in our life. So the person who is without attachment with ego, and he knows that all the actions are should be done according to the prescribed karma, and without any attention towards the papam or punyam, that is merit, that is sin or merit. This kind of method is called sattvic renunciation. In it, what is the left? What is the left is the future karma we are leaving. So we are renunciating the future karma. So in the actions which are done in accordance with karma, every action will have a subtle result called papa or punya, that is sin or merit. So that comes invisibly, right? Invisibly it comes, that is agami karma, which becomes the cause for another birth. So the person who leaves the agami karma by not attaching is called renunciation, that is called tyagam. So Bhagavan told us the method called karma yogam, the karma yogam system, the karma yogam method. So which makes not to get attached to the agami karma. According to that system, if anybody does the work like that, he will be leaving the ego and he will not put any attention towards the results of the actions. That is called agami karma. So that means he is leaving the new karma. So it is called renunciation or tyagam. That's what about the 9th slokam. If you can read through the Bhagavad Gita, you will be knowing much more. So let us stop the session over here. Let us do Mangala Prarthana. Om Mangalam Gurudevaya Mahaniya Prabodhatmane Sarvaloka Sharanyaya Sadhu Rupaya Mangalam. Prabodhatmam to everyone.